Land degradation is the loss of productivity of land. So a degraded land loses its ability to produce more as it should be. The major development in 2011 related to land degradation are about the new focus on land degradation and the awareness which has increased over the past year. In 2011, the UN had a special session on land degradation, which is a very serious problem affecting about 24% of the land area. And due to land degradation, we lose about 20 million tons of grain. That is about 1% of the world production of grain. The challenges are actually related to providing incentives for the farmers, the land users, to adopt good practices, and that has been a challenge for a long time. A farmer or a land user has to have an incentive of using those good practices, but those ones are not there. Like the roads, for example, the farmer has to produce and then sell their produce to the market, but if the roads are not there, then they have a problem. Even the input, they cannot get them to be able to use those management practices which are required. And also there is a problem of governance. This is also a very big problem. Our studies show that in areas where there is good governance, there is improvement in good governance, then we see that there is also land improvement. And those are the challenges that we are seeing. If you look at Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, this is the region which was affected by land degradation the most. And it is in this context that we are seeing there are the biggest challenges. And to address those challenges, the governments should do something. They have a part to play, but the international community also has a part to play. A very good example is this: where payment for ecosystem services. There is that role that can be help the farmers in sub-Saharan Africa to address this problem by helping them sometimes to adopt technologies, by paying them for the provision of ecosystem services like planting trees. If the global community cannot help them, then they are not going to plant those trees. So such kind of incentives should be enhanced in the region, because currently the payment for ecosystem services in Africa is the poorest in the world. And those ones should be enhanced. So in summary, that the national level government policymakers have a role to play, but the international community also has a role to play. Well, I think for example, in the chapter about land degradation, we are looking at things that the governments should do to be able to address this problem. There was, in the UN Convention last year, they say that we want to achieve zero land degradation, and that's achievable. We have seen this being done in some countries, very poor countries. For example, Niger. Niger was able to give incentives to the farmers to plant trees and protect trees, something which can be done by a very poor country, can be done by well-off countries. And this is a very good example where that this problem is achievable. And the thing that we are specifying is that there should be incentives for the farmers to adopt those technologies, and there also should be a good governance. And in such kind of an environment, we are seeing improvement of land management even in areas where the population density is quite high.